Every day, people struggle with questions. Big questions. What's life all about? Will I ever find true happiness? How can I play as world-famous cereal mascot Captain Horatio Crunch in Dungeons & Dragons? I know you're worried, but stop. Calm down. Take a minute. You will be fine. I promise. I have the answers. Or at least one of the answers. We start with background. Obviously, he's a criminal. What do I mean, obviously? According to the US Navy, they have no record of a Captain Crunch, so-called, ever serving under their command, despite wearing Navy rank bars on his uniform. The man has been impersonating a military officer for almost 60 years in order to peddle unhealthy cereal to children. Criminal. That gives us our class, too. Rogue. Captain Crunch is the most roguish figure I can think of. A man who's built his entire life on a pyramid of lies in order to make a quick buck. It also gives us our alignment. Chaotic evil, no question. He wants to watch the world burn, and he wants it to be full of burning fat children. Species. I'm just going to pencil in human. Skills! First off, stealth. You have a box of Captain Crunch in your house? When was the last time you heard it move? Full proficiency in stealth. Then performance and persuasion. The guy's a pitchman. He's the Billy Mays of Stolen Valor cereal mascots. Of course he knows how to put on a show. Actually, he's a persuasive, likable guy who acts for a living. Wouldn't that just make him a bard? All right, we're multi-classing. Captain Crunch is now a rogue and a bard. It's fine. I just have to fix this and fix a few things here and there and moving on. Vital statistics. Mental. Charisma. 6 decades in the public eye. Welcoming smile. Perfect posture. 20 out of 20. No question. Intelligence, gotta be low, has to be. The guy just accidentally made his cereal all berries. How do you even do that once? But this is a seasonal product. That means that the folks at General Mills can count on the captain to make the same mistake at the same time every year like clockwork and never learn. What does he have to say? Oops, all berries again. Yeah, we're going with like a 5 here. 5 out of 20. Wisdom. The guy has to be able to think on his feet. He's been at this a long time. He's been lying to people since before the Civil Rights Act. Speaking of which, what are Captain Crunch's feelings on that? Is he a racist? I don't know. We'll call his wisdom average, 10 out of 20. Do you feel like we're moving too fast? Too bad. This isn't your time. It's not even my time. This is Crunch time, baby! Equipment. He's got his uniform. He's got his telescope. That's a magic item that can transform children into Captain Crunch so he can abduct them to a pocket dimension. That's a real thing. Okay.
Start? I don't feel so good.
He carries a sword sometimes, but he mostly seems to wield a spoon large enough to be classified as a mace. Back to stats, strength. The man is old as hell, but he can still lift his spoon mace and the giant bowl of cereal on the front of every box. He must be doing okay, 12 out of 20. Dexterity, again, this man had white hair in the 60s. It's a miracle he's even still alive, but do you know what's even more of a miracle than that? Look at this dodge! Watch it again in slow motion. At peak, Captain Crunch can dodge a cannonball in flight. He doesn't even start the dodge when the cannon fires. He sees the cannonball coming directly for his face and still ducks out of the way in time. He may have slowed down a little since then, but he's gotta be up there. 17 out of 20. Also, later in this same commercial, he joins up with infamous Confederate General P.G.T. Beauregard. Is Captain Crunch a racist? I don't know. I can't judge the guy. I'm just saying. Now we get to the big one, and this is where the math comes in. Constitution. The man's body has been ravaged by the very poison he peddles to your progeny. I searched repeatedly for any sign of the captain eating anything but his own cereal, and found nothing. He must be eating Captain Crunch and only Captain Crunch, and he's been doing it for half a century. What does that do to you? He has to be eating at least a box a day. Whenever I go to the store, there he is, chowing down on another bucket-sized bowl of the stuff. And it's not just the standard, you've got the berries and the peanut butter too. He's eating those too! I'm not even including the seasonal varieties. I'm calculating the calorie values based on this picture I found on Amazon. I'm not going to be seen walking out of the grocery store with the icons of a child abducting lying racist. Sorry, child abducting lying alleged racist. We don't know. A standard box of Captain Crunch has 15 servings of 150 calories each, assuming he's not eating it dry out of the box like an animal and is actually using milk. This is 2,250 calories per box. We add up the other two and we're getting a whopping 6,160 calories per day and 450 grams of sugar. Recommended daily sugar intake is somewhere around 40 grams. He's eating over 10 times that much. This is the sugar equivalent of eating 5 pints of Ben & Jerry's every day for 57 years. And this is assuming only one box per day. It could be more. We don't know. Constitution, 1 out of 20. But all this begs the question, where is the sugar going? The captain isn't in great shape. He's kind of circular, but he isn't immobile. There's no my 600-pound crunch life. Where is all the energy going? Is he exercising nonstop whenever the cameras are off? Does it radiate out from him and cause those close by to sicken like some kind of breakfast food Chernobyl? Or does the pure concentrated sugar fire out in beams of crackling energy that streak out towards nearby creatures, dealing 1d10 force damage? Does that sound familiar to you? It should, because it's the spell description for Eldritch Blast. That's right, the captain is also a warlock. Bet you didn't see the second multi-class coming. Your DM can complain all they want. We're in 3 classes now, and that's the bottom line because the Crunch Captain said so. But wait, I hear you cry, there's no good reason for him to be a warlock. He doesn't have any of the background. He doesn't have a powerful patron that grants him magic. Oh, but how wrong you are. How horribly, unfathomably wrong. Captain Crunch is not a being of flesh and blood. He does not exist as we understand it in the real world. He is a concept, an idea created by marketers at the General Mills Corporation. The only reason he continues to exist is because millions of consumers around the globe, whether willingly or unwillingly, acknowledge his existence. His actions are guided by what consumers will like, his personality shaped by what will please them. His very essence, his flavor, if you will, is guided by what will please this horde that grants him life and power through their collective mind. Captain Crunch is a monstrously charismatic, inhumanly dexterous, sugar-overloaded rogue bard warlock, and you are his patron. Bring that to the table at your next session. Straight out of 1963, the OG, the CC, 60 years of muscle from all the ad campaigns he's carried. Try to step up to the captain and oops, you'll get buried.